Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Let's discuss the canonicity of Dark Sector in relation to Warframe. Now, if you guys are unaware of Dark Sector, it was the game that Digital Extremes made prior to developing Warframe. This was because they kept getting denied by publishers and had to make Dark Sector instead. Take a look at this interview from NoClip.
To Korean publishers or Chinese publishers say, can you give us some money to make this game? Free to play is big in your market, and it's going to be Left 4 Dead in space. And what did they say? Space sucks. Too bad it's space. I remember we crunched for 2 months we literally made a game demo in 2 months with a very small group of people, one artist, one level designer, a couple programmers. And we made what was the Warframe demo. And we probably have video footage that Dave can give you of it. And we rented a suite in the Hilton, and we had the largest free-to-play publishers in the world, the richest. You know, I don't need to name them, but you can just like Google, who's the richest? Here they come. And they walked in, and they said, this is great, I can't believe this. What an exciting meeting, I'm so good. And in slow motion, and the record needle scratch, because it was sci-fi.
Right.
And they just walked out.
If you're curious, here's a short snippet of what Dark Sector looks like, and what the early concept looked like.
And so he's able to throw it, which is badass. When there's fire, he throws it in the fire, and now he's got one that has fire and electricity, and it's just like, it's endless. It's just wild. He doesn't know how to control it. So as you start to move along with the game, with the character, you start to learn how to use these little weapons that he has. It's like a zombie movie and a sci-fi movie and a war movie, all wrapped up in one game.
For generations, we slept along an infinite coastline. But the waters did recede, and we burst forth like seeds, outward, along the solar rails. Until we came at last to the shores of Pluto, and the final dreadful rail. Leading nowhere, into nothing, into the Dark Sector.
So now you're probably aware of how similar Dark Sector looks when compared to Warframe. Even the Examine was there. In addition, we even have skins like the Excalibur, Nexa and Glaive Proto skins. But is it canon? Digital Extremes themselves have made comments about Dark Sector's relation to Warframe. Take a listen. This one is from their stream 10 on July 18th, 2013.
Like this is deja vu.
Yeah, from like this sequel talk.
But we talked about when we talked about a sequel ages ago, we were talking about taking a big leap forward in time and saying what were the societal repercussions of this idea.
Totally.
Versus just, and then he woke up the next day. What did he do? Brushed his teeth and went and shot some people. So
brushed his teeth, cut his head off.
Cut his head off. Yeah, accidentally. Yep.
The Infested could also be tied back.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there are connections for the people that have played Dark Sector and like it, and you know, yes, the answer to most of your questions is there's absolutely a relation because we tried to make a hardcore sci-fi game and couldn't get it published, and we toned it all down and set it on Earth and made a CIA agent and all these other compromises.
Yep.
But a lot of those ideas that kind of leaked in are now what we're going back to.
Totally.
We're going back to the well, and that's pure essence of bizarre, awesome
Hayden is the
Warframe-ness.
stalker.
Hayden is not the stalker.
People
There's
are
no
actually just
stalker.
asking if
This next one is from Stream 21 on January 25th, 2014.
All right, well, Goose Stream asks, can you talk more about the lore of Warframe and how it relates to Dark Sector and Hayden Tenno? Will Hayden Tenno ever make a return? You guys are all part of the Dark Sector crew, aren't you?
I wasn't.
You were.
You weren't?
OG's over here.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's definitely part of Warframe.
Yeah. Spiritual, I think we always use that word to describe it, but
Yeah, it's kind of it's not like canon yet, as they say.
I just heard a yes there.
In my version of Warframe in my brain, it does link up very much, but it's not official.
Right.
So I'm not sure what the
like
official
that.
stance
I
is.
feel like your brain can be considered canon.
Not quite, but
Someone on the forums had a fun theory that the stalker was Hayden Tenno.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Hayden equals stalker. People are saying it in
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
right
yeah.
now, too. There you go. There you go. Genthis asks,
This is a forum post from Megan regarding Dark Sector. Here's another one from Stream 52 on May 9th, 2015.
And I saw a question get repeated a few times in chat about, is Dark Sector canon for Warframe? And we are always kind of evasive about that because we didn't really even control that intellectual property when we started Warframe, and that's why it wasn't called like Dark Sector Online or something wacky like that. A lot of the ideas that we had for Dark Sector sci-fi, hardcore sci-fi, are the ideas that are now taking fruition in Warframe. So absolutely. Is it like the prequel to Warframe? I don't think you could say that, but as you can see, we are trying to draw those influences in.
I think you could say like on a scale.
Yeah.
Let's say Primetime 0 on the Warframe canon. The
Okay,
Dark Sector
yeah.
would be at like a 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, yeah. It's prime time.
Just make sure Primetime's
in terms of relevance, prime time being zero. Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
and then Dark Sector's kind of. So I think that's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
so you said we're going to destroy
But
Talk to
there's-
me about Void and RNG, and you said that we're going
There's
to...
probably more that I haven't found, but if you have more sources, please do let me know in the comments. So the information we have is that DE didn't control the IP for Dark Sector. Now they do take ideas from Dark Sector and implement them in Warframe, but it was never considered canon in its entirety. As I was looking up information about this video topic, I came across another video about the same subject by Vote the Hero, and I was actually pretty surprised to see how many people were dunking on the creator. Now the comments pertain to the 1999 section during the Whispers in the Wall reveal. But as we know now, the character we see during 1999 isn't Hayden wearing the proto suit, but rather Arthur as a Warframe hybrid. We know that Albert Intradi took the helmet back to 1999 to create the hybrids, rather than being affected by the nemesis Nadia Sudek.
Do it. Wait. Wait.
Dark Sector also took place during the Cold War, and it lasted until 1991. And as mentioned before, the 1999 section takes place in 1999. We do however see Messner on a poster. So in conclusion, Warframe takes or borrows ideas from Dark Sector. Digital Extremes didn't own the IP for Dark Sector. Dark Sector as a whole is not considered canon, and Arthur isn't Hayden. But of course this could all change one day, and I'll probably get people dunking on the video too. Thanks for watching.